Message to all my black folks out there. What's going on? What's going on with the music? What's going on with the lack of discipline? What's going on about how you just carry yourself and interact with each other? You know, we're so tough with one another. We're hard. We brag. Yeah, I did this. I did that. Then when the popo comes around, y'all tuck your tails and start running. Y'all go from bragging to hiding real fast. You go from yeah, I did this, I did that. I'm an OG, I did that. White man comes around, yes, massa. Hey, you seen Lamar? Do you know if he's done anything shady lately? Well, if he has, I don't know, massa. Like, dude, really? Now, I don't agree with everything, or maybe even most things that Tupac did or said. Still was the greatest rapper. You felt his music, but I still think he said a lot of things that he probably, not probably, he most definitely should have kept to himself. But Tupac, I'm trying to say this in a certain way. Tupac, not condoning it, but I'm just saying, when Tupac had beef, he had beef. He didn't care what race you are. Go check his resume. See what happened with two off duty popos. He didn't know they were popo at the time. He didn't know they were one time. Old school term, huh? He didn't know that, but he did what a lot of black men won't do. Let's just put it like that. And I'm just saying, like, all these young people out here, it's like all they do is smoke and drink and stay blitzed out of their mind. I'm like, is life really that hard to where, I mean, they're so young. What could you have possibly gone through that's so life altering? Now, I know young people have a lot coming at them. Granted, they got the streets are crazy, the internet's crazy, the world is crazy. But is it just so bad that you have to stay blitzed out of your mind like that? You won't fight, but you're quick to pick up and do something with that. But you won't fight. That's weak. That's scary. That's being very scary. And you can make songs about how tough you are, how hard you are. But like I said, when Jack comes around, and we know who Jack is, y'all tuck that proverbial tail and start running. You clean up your language, you clean up how you talk, you check yourself, but you so hard with your own people. That is so weak. That's like a guy that just wants to fight somebody that, he's got a 50-pound weight advantage. I'll fight him. But when somebody your own weight class comes along, then all of a sudden, nah, man, I don't want no problems. What's going on? I remember when black folks used to rule boxing. Not so much anymore. Black folks in Western civilization have gotten soft. Too much luxury. Too much listening to rappers giving you advice about how you should live. When 99.9% of these rappers don't even live like how they're talking. Only thing that they do that you do is stay blitzed out of their mind, and they don't even do it like most of y'all do it. Seems like every young person that I see in their 20s is doing something to harm themselves to cope with life, I guess. Now, I've been through some crazy stuff that I will probably never talk about. And I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't cuss, never been to jail, and I'm not saying I'm a hero. I rely on the Most High. We just got to handle things better. We have to handle things in a way that makes us look like we got some sense. How do we look to the populations around the world when they watch, movies or news, and we're quick to complain about how we're portrayed in movies and stuff like that, and then when we're given the director's chair, we make ourselves look bad. We make the same movies that they make. It's always a shoot 'em up hood movie. Seem like, how many times can we see that? And then we liked, I remember rappers used to say back in the 90s, well, I'm just a news reporter. I'm just reporting on what I see. Y'all don't say nothing when Arnold Schwarzenegger was acting. Arnold Schwarzenegger didn't claim to be the Terminator when the camera shut off. Y'all claim to be that same person when you're out the booth. When you're done rapping, y'all claim that you that person. So you can't make that comparison to Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone. It's not going to work. Sylvester Stallone's in Tulsa King. When the camera stopped, he's not that character anymore. So y'all got to nip that one in the bud. That argument is played out and it's whack. Now, I've written rap since I was in grade school. And I think the difference back then is the tone of the music was a lot different. Rap is supposed to be, tough, machismo is supposed to be tough. It's from the streets. But that doesn't mean you should just say whatever pops in your head. You got to censor yourself sometimes. Just because something, you think of something or because it rhymes don't mean you should say it. The scripture says something to like a wise man conceals his words, something to that effect, meaning you don't say everything that pops in your head. That's not smart. Would you go to your job and tell off your boss just because you feel like it? Not unless you feel like holding out a cup, asking for change, you wouldn't do that. Black folks, you've got to wake up. You got to stop listening to this garbage music. Most of it is trash. Do you hear anything uplifting in today's music? First of all, it's hard to even understand half these dudes. I talked about that on my Melly Mel video. I think Melly Mel, by the way, retracted that little comeback song he had for Eminem. I think he came back and apologized for it. I think he realized the backlash and how whack it was. Anyway, look at it this way. Melly Mel took on the other man. So maybe I look at it like that. But still, black folks, we gotta stop. We gotta stop with all the shoot 'em up culture. I don't know what's so fascinating about that. We can't make America the Wild West, which it looks like it already has become. If they banned the tools tomorrow, we see who was hard real fast, because everybody will have to use these. If you can't use these, you're soft. If you can't fight and you're a grown man, you're soft. There's just no other way to put it. You got to at least be willing to fight, even if you take a L. At least you fought. Learn to fight. That's give you something to work. That's a goal for you to work towards. If you can't fight, learn how to fight. But we got to stop with all the shoot 'em up culture with the ignorant lyrics. We got to stop mistreating each other. We got to love each other. I don't know where people start thinking love is soft. No, hate is soft. You know how easy it is to hate somebody? That's soft. To love people and overlook their faults, that's difficult. So the thing that's difficult is always harder and much more respected than the thing that's easy. So discipline yourself. Don't say everything that pops in your head. Show your homie some love. Do good to your enemies. Stop following negative trends. Stop listening to these new rappers coming up telling you ignorance is a thing that's honorable. No, that's why it's called ignorance. It's not honorable. We have to get our acts together. We're becoming the laughing stock of the planet, the laughing stock. And once that happens, it's hard to get your respect back once people are laughing at you. It's very hard. I grew up in Southeast San Diego. Grew up in the good part of San Diego, but mainly the bad parts. But it still wasn't like it is today. There were kind of rules and codes to things. It wasn't so random. Every now and then it'd be something random and stupid, but it wasn't like it is today. There was more respect, and now the ignorance is just like off the charts. It's like, and I know the media hypes a lot of it up and makes it worse than what it actually is. But let's say it's at 85%, the media is going to make it at 100%. So even if it ain't really at 100%, it's still bad, and you still got to stop with the nonsense. Every man has to stand before the Most High someday. How you going to explain yourself? You can't lie to him. He knows your thoughts. You can't say, well, MC Stupid told me to go pull out the strap, so I had to go listen because MC Stupid, he's a real one. Nah, it's not going to work. Trapdoor opens, eternal fire. Anyway, it's a public service announcement. J. Roof's Theory. Make sure to comment, share, subscribe. Black folks, get your act together. Open the scriptures and don't just read it. Do what it says. And be fearless. Thanks for watching. Yeah. LSR forever.